Welcome to day 5 of Eurovision 2014. Day 4 was a day off, so we're back again in the arena, or we're just outside the arena in the rather industrial-looking lobby space, I guess?
Of the arena. I'm not quite sure what it is, and it doesn't smell that great out here, but...
No, there's construction work going on all around us. It's glamorous. I'm your host, Liam Clark. Welcome back to XtraTime. Joining me today, actually we'll go this way first, is once again Ryan Wilson.
Hello, hello.
We're joined today by Olivia. I'm going to get you to say your own surname so I don't mess it up, and tell us where you're from.
Hi, I'm Olivia Lapadova, and I'm from this island called Jersey, which is in the UK, but it's kind of UK, not UK. But I can see France from my window, so it's kind of in between.
And you are a journalist with?
ESC United.
Tell us a little bit about it.
So ESC United is a great website which you really should check out. It has heaps of interviews, videos, video blogs, so like kind of mini radio podcasts. I mean, everything you need to know, the latest news and gossip. And I mean, if you are Eurovision mad, as we are, then yeah, check it out.
Fantastic. Now, Ryan, what have you been up to today?
I've been mainly videoing the rehearsals, although you would have noticed if you'd been tuning in that we had a bit of trouble earlier in the day, but we managed to sort it out in the end. And yeah, so I've just been in the arena giving my opinions from the show from inside the arena, which looks fantastic, by the way. Much better than what you would have expected something that wasn't really anything before this to look like. But yeah.
And Olivia, what have you been up to today?
What have I been up to? I've been like running around like a mad woman. I missed my bus conveniently this morning, so I ended up doing heaps of like video blogs, and I ended up filming myself in a bakery, like being like, oh, I'm getting a cinnamon bun, and like all these Americans behind me were like, what is she doing? Like, what? She's hilarious. Like, so I did that, and then I've just been I've been interviewing. So I've been speaking with Sanna from Sweden, Armenia, Latvia, Belgium, Estonia. It's kind of like the whole of Europe.
So pretty much everyone.
Pretty much everyone today. It's been a busy day, yeah.
Going back to Ryan, what was your highlight of today?
As much as it pains me to say it, because I am not a fan of this song, Sweden would probably be the highlight of the day.
Why so?
It looked fantastic in the hall. Her singing was spot on. It's even better than what you would imagine from inside the arena. And yeah.
Awesome. And Olivia, what about your highlight of the day?
I have to say, the Netherlands song, I just walked in and it was just the most beautiful moment. Their singing is so nuanced. I think people just don't realise like that's a technically difficult song. It's, you go one note out, it's the whole thing falls apart. And to actually hold the stage like they do, I find it very endearing. I'm absolutely besotted with them.
It's a lot different than what I thought it would be. I felt like the Dutch song was going to be just kind of blah. It's a very radio song, but performed on stage, it's very intimate.
Absolutely. I think intimacy is key. I think if they didn't have that, as I said, the whole thing would just be an absolute disaster. There's a rapport between them and there's a story kind of in their eyes, and I think that's very special. And I think, no other act has that, actually. Yeah,
for sure. What do you think about the Dutch song? What did it look like from the arena?
From the arena, well, actually, I did have quite an opinion on this, is that it is clearly made for television, because inside the arena, it does absolutely nothing, which, it's not supposed to. It's a competition for television. It's going to be voted on by TV viewers mainly, but there's no contact with the audience in the hall. It's all, and the camera angles are all very calculated, which look great, by the way. On the screen, it looks fantastic, but from inside the arena, it sounds great, of course. The vocals are great, but yeah, visually, it kind of does nothing.
Did you, being in the arena all day, did you notice anyone that sounded not quite as good in the arena or better in the arena than from when we were watching the rehearsals the other day? Because I saw Latvia this morning, and watching them on the screens, they sounded fine. In the hall, it sounded really questionable.
Yeah, actually, it's funny that you mentioned. I think a lot of them actually sounded like that, and much more so than probably what I expected. Russia was one that... It didn't even come across that well on screen, to be honest, but in the hall it was pretty marginal. Yeah, I don't know.
Do we have any idea why that is? Why some things are sounding more... some things are sounding not so good in the hall, but looking good on the television and sounding good on the television?
Yeah, I don't know. because it's often the other way around, isn't it? That it usually sounds better in the hall than what it does because it's so loud than it does on screen. So yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
Now let's go to Olivia. A low light of the day.
What was my low light?
Yeah, what was the low light of the day?
Saying, do you know what? I had to say I was just slightly like about Ukraine's performance. So I saw her in London actually, and she owned it. She looked great. She sounded spot on. Today I fear actually maybe they're doing too much in the performance. You know, there's a lot of distractions in the wheel. It's cool, but actually when you're trying to sing the notes she's singing, and she's kind of like lying across and just. I don't know, I just felt it was slightly off. She's like really does deliver, but she needs to make sure she's on those notes because it has a very good chance. But if she undersells it, you know, that's it for me, really.
I personally didn't hear any of the vocal as I was in the press center, like the the lobby area, waiting to speak to someone. But I mean, the performance looks fabulous.
Oh,
that hamster wheel suddenly works.
Yeah, in that sense, definitely visually. Like it's great, but at the end of the day, it's a song contest, and she needs to have the package. You know, this year it's so wide open. Everyone has to be on the top of their game, and I just feel like this. It would be such a shame if she gets there and suddenly she just goes slightly out because she's a great singer. We all know she can sing. So, but equally, it's only it's the second rehearsal. She might not be giving it everything. So, but she looks fantastic. And
same question to you, Ryan. Low light of the day.
Low light of the day, I would say, because it's the favourite, Armenia. I feel like the whole thing's just a little underdone with the stage performance. Like it does look good, and I think they were the only ones to use pyro today. They had fire in the last rehearsal, which seems a bit of a token effort. Yeah, and I still think it'll do well, but I think they could have probably done more with it.
It looked better on Monday.
Yeah.
I feel like they've gone for more of those wide shots that I think are very isolating, particularly when you've only got one person on the stage and he's not really doing much.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing is it does kind of look a bit weird that there's only one on stage, but then what else would you do? It would look kind of silly to have anything more than that. So I think maybe it's just a song that looks really good in a video and is probably never meant to be sort of seen live, but yeah.
Or maybe they just need to work on the camera angles a bit more. Tomorrow, we get to go through all of semi-final 2. What are you looking forward to, Ryan?
Austria, because I didn't actually see it the first time round. So I would actually like to see what that looks like in the arena and on the screen. I don't know, Semi 2 is a bit sort of... I'm really unattached to it. Like, I probably not that concerned about what sort of qualifies from it. In terms of the flag that I'm going to wave in the arena during the showtime, I don't actually have one because I'm not wedded to anything. But, obviously Austria is a big, maybe not a favourite, but, a popular song. And yeah, so I'd like to see how that goes.
Same question. What are you looking forward to tomorrow?
Okay, this is kind of weird. I don't know why I love the song, but Macedonia's To the Sky. But I'm really nervous because I saw the rehearsal and, yeah. Come on, Tiana, you can do it, girl. But I just hope tomorrow I'm going to turn up and she's going to rock it. I'm going to be like, this is a great song, and no one else probably thinks it, but I really like it. And Romania's tomorrow, right? So come on, Paolo and Paola Novi. Yeah, they're great. They've been up the stage.
Sorry, I was just saying I would like to see if they've gotten rid of the keyboard.
I really hope they've gotten rid of it. And that weird hologrammy thing they do at the start. If they've got that synced up, then maybe it will work, but they did way too many problems with that.
I was kind of confused because I was like, whoa, it's turned into a sci-fi performance. It looks like a UFO is around him. Yeah.
Yeah, anyway, I'll be interested to see whether they've gotten rid of it because it was slated by everyone, I think, so, yeah.
I guess it will show how much the delegations are paying attention to what journalists are saying.
Absolutely, yeah, so it'll be interesting to see.
Well, that's all we've got time for today. Thank you, Ryan.
Thank you.
Thank you, Olivia. Give us one more plug for the website.
Tack så mycket, escunited.com.
Well, that's XtraTime, and we are out of time. I'm Liam Clark. See you tomorrow.